All right. Hi, everyone. How is it going? I see a lot of people are excited to create an Instagram filter. Where are you all joining from? India. Same. Hi. Okay, so just a little introduction. Hi, I'm Deekshita Verma. I am a coach for Major League Hacking. And yes, I am joining from India as well. And I'm an AR/VR developer. So we'll be creating a very simple, but at the same time, a very cool Instagram filter for social good. Since this Global Hack Week, we are building for social good. I am doing good. How are you all? So I see a lot of people joining from India, and I'm very, very excited about that. So a little quick little tip. We will be using Spark AR Studio. I have shared the link for it from Canada. Hi. I think you're very far, but I'm excited that I'm connected with you today. It's 10 here. Oh my god. It's 11:30 a.m. in the morning. I have a lot of pumped up energy right now. No, I do have to play Holi. I think that's tomorrow. I will be playing it tomorrow for sure. It's one of my favorite festivals, so yeah, that's gonna be exciting. So I'll just share the link for the Spark Air Studio once again. In case you haven't downloaded it, it's a very quick download, so I think it won't be difficult for you. Yeah, I'll just share the link once again. Happy Holi to everyone joining from India. For people who are not from India, Holi is a festival of colors, and it's one of my favorite Indian festivals. We, you know, play with colors and I don't know what to call pitchkari, but yeah, water balloons, colors, and we all just celebrate together. So yeah, one of my very very favorite festivals in India. Okay, so I have one question for you all. What is that one social good theme that you really really advocate for? For me, one of them could be pride, and that's something I want to create a filter around today. But if there's something else, some other social campaign or social good theme that you want to talk about, share about, I'll definitely want to create a filter or create something related to that. If there are no suggestions, then we'll definitely go for the pride theme. For me, when I talk about social good, I think I promote women a lot, like women empowerment, and at the same time pride. I worked in a pride startup, like a startup which promoted pride for over 2 years, so that's something which I'm really really excited about. Which part of India am I from? I'm from New Delhi. Where are you from, Shiv? I think I pronounced your name right. Just let me know if I did the wrong pronunciation. I don't want to do that. Okay, so do you have Sparkia Studio with you all? If yes, then we can immediately start with it. If someone is downloading, I can definitely wait for you. Patna, Bihar. Ah, nice. Hi, everyone who are joining in now. Just a quick little introduction once again. My name is Deekshita Verma. I think you can see my Twitter username right over here. Um, I am an AR/VR developer as well as a coach for Major League Hacking. I belong to the APAC region, India, specifically at Samana, so I'm from New Delhi. Um, Okay, it's downloading, so we'll wait. So we are gonna create a SparkAR filter, and it's like that. There's a tool called SparkAR Studio. It basically creates filters for Facebook and Instagram. So we're gonna do that today, and a lot of people. I see a lot of people downloading the SparkAR Studio. So I'll just wait for you all, so that we can do a hands-on together. Done. Yeah, I know it's a quick download. Last time I was working with Unity, and I think I should have informed everyone beforehand because Unity takes at least 3 4 hours. I don't want people to do that. Um, okay, I'll just wait for 5 more minutes. Till then, what is that one social good theme? You are a little more concerned about, or you advocate for, or you're planning to build something for AR/VR that's a new thing for you? Okay, so I'll just give a heads up about what AR/VR is. A very basic one till the time being people are downloading the application, the Sparkia Studio. So augmented reality is something like, let's say I have my camera on right now, right? So I want to show a virtual ball on my hand. I don't want to have it in real life, but I want to show that to people. Something like your filters. That's augmented reality for you. And virtual reality is like, I think people who are big game fans, you would know that you wear a headset and then you enter a very, very different space. And yeah, that's like one of the coolest experiences. But the headset could be, sometimes it hurts your eyes a bit, but that's okay. So VR is basically setting you into a different world. It's a virtual world. You don't know your real surroundings, and it's like a very different environment for you. I think that makes pretty much sense. Augmented reality is just projecting something. Virtual reality is like putting you in a virtual world. That's the basic idea around it. What's AR, VR? Climate change. I think we could build something on that. So my idea for today is that we create an AR filter. Let's say we want to promote a campaign, yeah, right? So let's say we have a pride parade coming up. Like, since I was talking about pride, let's say we have a pride parade coming up. So we want to create a filter which promotes pride parade, or where people are just promoting that same rally or that same social theme beforehand, before you actually go for the offline parade, or let's say you just want to support digitally. So you can do that using those filters. So that's what I am aiming for. I hope that makes sense. You've participated in many reskill hackathons. I am associated with reskill. Like, one of my friends work at reskill, and I have hosted reskill hackathons in my college. So yeah, it's called Meta Spark Studio right now. Like, okay, I am used to calling it Spark AI Studio because I've been working in the same studio for like 2-3 years now. So it was called Spark AI Studio before, and now it's Meta Spark Studio. Thanks for correcting me on that. It would take 3 minutes for me to round. It's okay. I am a bit of a chatterbox, so I can talk to them. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, we could do something like that. So, like, when I was introducing the two social good themes that I'm very, very excited about, or that I advocate for, one is like women empowerment and the other one is pride. And since we have almost like 1.5-2 hours to build, I think we can create two filters, and it's going to be very easy. I'll just give a run through for people who don't know how to work with Spark AI Studio. It's one of the most easiest tools to work with, and there is absolutely no coding required. And you create an Instagram filter like that. That's one of the most cool things I have experienced so far, because I'm an AR/VR developer, and when I work with Unity, there's a lot of coding involved sometimes. But with Spark Studio, there's absolutely no scripting that I have done so far. Yes, it does involve scripting and coding, but that's to a very advanced level. So I don't think we're going to do that today. So you're good. We were just going to, use the tool without coding, create an Instagram filter, and maybe publish it. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. All right. I think you like utilize those 3 minutes that someone was having trouble with in downloading. Can I use this filter we will be building to complete the challenge, or should I make a new one? You can use the same filter. That's totally okay. Or you know what, we'll be using a lot of filter templates. So I think just 2-3 creative changes could actually create a new filter for you. So I'll show you how to use the basic templates and create a filter out of it. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. And I think it takes, for me, it takes just 10 minutes to create those filters now. But for you, let's say if you're a beginner, it will be max to max 30-35 minutes for the first filter. It's taking more time in installation. All right, that's okay. I think we can wait till the time being. I'll give a run through of how the studio looks like, and you can wait till your studio gets downloaded. Okay, hi, Zenil07. I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. Uh, We are creating an Instagram filter for social good today, and we're just going through introductions and talking about what social good campaigns everyone is excited about. So we're gonna do like a virtual campaign where people are promoting it through the filters. That's the idea we're going for. So a lot of us are downloading the Spark Studio right now. It's called Meta Spark Studio, which creates an Instagram filter. Um, no, I'll just share the link once again in case you want to download it. You can definitely go for it. Um, I hope that answers your question. That's the only thing you've missed, and a little bit of a chatter. Install, but it's showing starting point error when I try to open the app. I think there might have been some problem in installing. I'll just show you how the app looks like, and you might want to run the installer once again. Um, I think that should solve your problem. Okay, so till the time being, let's just do one thing. I'll just show you how the website looks like for the studio. I think that would make sense. So I'll just share my second screen. Okay, and add it to the stream. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense now. Is there only one way to make Instagram filter? Yeah, so Meta Spark Studio is the tool which publishes your Instagram filters. You can create filters using different applications, but the only one it approves is using the Meta Spark Studio. So that's what we're gonna be working on. It's not just an Instagram filter; it's also a Facebook filter for you. I hope that answers your question. And if anyone is wondering what I'm answering, it's this question right here. I'm sorry I forgot that people on YouTube might also be watching it. Uh, okay, so this is what your Meta Spark Studio looks like. This is the basic website, the download one which I sent, and this is basically when you open your Spark Studio website. There are multiple effect examples that they've given. These are their top effects of 2022. If we scroll down, they have some toolkits and the download link. So I just sent you this download link. It's right here. This is the button. Yeah, you can create Snapchat filters as well, but that's using Lens Studio. So this is they have another tool for it. For Meta Spark Studio, you can only create Facebook and Instagram filters. Keep asking me questions. We are here to discuss more, talk more about it rather than building time is going to be very easy, but we have a lot of time to discuss and share information about it. So keep asking me questions. I'll answer it in between. So yeah, there are a lot of resources, and it has a very very good documentation on the website as well. Um, you can go over to their features. The learn part will have a lot of documentations and their programs that we do. What are we going to do in this session? So we're going to create a Spark filter, basically an Instagram filter for social good. So we will be running through the entire basics, create a filter promoting any social campaign that we advocate for, and probably publish it on Instagram or on Facebook. I think that's pretty much it. You just had to download the software, and I'll just show you the interface of it. If that is working for you, it should be great. The filter that we have to upload can vary from the one we are building here. Yeah, of course, you can upload any filter possible. That's totally okay for you. I'll just show you how to work with templates so it's easier for beginners. And if you understood that, you can actually create your own filter from scratch too. That sounds cool. I know, right? I am absolutely in love with it. Um, as a beginner, which site should I prefer? So, Instagram filters are very, very easy, and there are already templates to go for. So, I'll just, show you the entire scratch, and it's going to be very, very easy. And there is absolutely no coding required. So, you don't need any language. It's a tool, and we'll be just, dragging and dropping things onto it. So, there is no scripting required over here. How would you submit the def filter to def post for the challenge? I think you can share your publishing link for the filter, or what you can do is you can create a small demo video with it, and just a screenshot of your Spark Studio, so that we know that you've created the filter yourself. Sounds good. All right. So this is what the website looks like. They have a couple of features. They have a learn site. So, they do have a scripting option, but we're not going to do scripting today. We'll be working with the basic templates part. There are a lot of tutorials and projects, and they have like this whole documentation. So, you know what? It's going to be very easy, and it's going to be very, very simple. So, they have these tutorials and documentations available for you. And I think that's the only resource you need. And just in case you're confused about building anything on Spark Studio, all you have to do is give a search on YouTube, create a makeup filter using Spark Studio, and you'll find at least 20 tutorials to it, and each one of them are absolutely good. Uh, can I also publish this filter on Instagram? Yes, yes, you can. I'll be showing you how to publish the filters as well. So I think we're gonna have a very, very productive session today. Aha, that's all right. We'll be waiting for you. Is this also used to build Web3 objects? I'm not sure about the Web3 objects. This is not something I'm very familiar with. But as far as I know, we can, build small assets for us, and we can, use it on filters. Other than that, there are a lot of tools to create objects and 3D objects and assets. And that's something which we can go in detail, but it's a little off topic. So I just, don't want to go in depth for now. Okay, so this is just what my hub looks like. I have published a couple of filters over here. There's like Imagine, this was one of the startups I worked with. There's a Christmas filter I think I created for one of the Spark hackathons that they had. And then there's also a Diwali suite. So for all my Indians over here, I created a filter for Diwali as well. Um, all right. So what we're gonna do is, I hope you have downloaded the studio so far, and I'm gonna go to the Sparkia studio. You know what? Let me just share this one particular window so that it's less distracting for you. Uh, okay, we have another question till the time being. I switch my screen. Will it be impactful if I show this project on your resume? Yeah, yeah, you can obviously do that. Basically, if you know augmented reality, there are a lot more things you can go in depth for. Okay, I will just add this. Yeah, this is how the Spark Studio looks like. Do you know mostly saying? I think this is the third time I'm getting this compliment. I'll obviously say it as a compliment. I'm a big fan of mostly sane. Um, we can create a filter for holy too. Yes, you can. But since today we're talking about social good, so I think we'll create a filter for social good today. You're gonna try to make holy filter with Blahaj? That's amazing. I'm so excited. Definitely send me a screenshot of it. I'll be very, very excited to see that. Okay, so this is what a Spark AR Studio or the Meta Spark Studio looks like. I'll just zoom in the window for myself. You can see it pretty clearly, but I can see it's just like a very, very small screen. Uh, Happy Holi, folks. Yeah, happy Holi to everyone over here. For people who are not joining from India, Holi is an Indian festival, and it's one of my very, very favorite festivals as well. So I'm pretty excited about it. All right. So the social good that I'm going to talk about first is going to be pride. So let's say we have a pride march coming up, and there are people who cannot join us in person, and they want to show their support. So we are creating a pride filter where they can take screenshots and upload it on Instagram. Can I get your Twitter? Yeah, so basically I have my Twitter. Okay, I think my name is not visible anymore over here. It's at Deekshita Verma. I will, you know, okay, the banner is showing now. So at Deekshita Verma, that's my Twitter username. Installation done, ma'am. How to proceed? So this is how the Spark Studio looks like right now. I haven't done anything more, so just open the Meta Spark Studio, and I think it might require a login for you, so you can log in using your Facebook ID. For me, since I've already logged in before, I don't need to do that. So the first filter that we're going to do today is to create a background. Okay. So I'm going to use the background template. So use this checkered pattern behind the person is basically the background. So it is separating you from the background and creating it for you, just like a Zoom background or I hope that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on this background template, and I think it's loading for me. I just hope it does not hang. So we'll wait till then. And yeah, it opened a new window for me. So I think I'll have to share that one. Just give me a second, folks. Okay, yes. This is what it opened up for me. This is a background template ready for you. So I'm going to give you a run through of what things are supposed to be done in a filter. Okay, so this is basically a demo of what your filter is going to look like. You can, see video calling feature, participant capture, or like a normal user sharing. So I'm just going to click on user sharing. User sharing means that you're posting it as your story. And if we go over here, this is the scene. So I'm gonna give a very detailed explanation of how things work over here. This part is your device, all right? So this is gonna show you the entire device view for you. Then you have your camera. So if I zoom in over here and just try to move across. Okay, this part is basically your camera over here. I don't know how to focus on it. Yep. I am able to focus. So probably in your phones there might be a camera on the right. So it has created a camera for you. So basically, this camera is gonna contain everything that. All right. So probably this camera is gonna show you the view that you're gonna get from your Instagram filter or from your Instagram camera when you switch on this particular filter. Then there is a focal distance for you. Now just a basically focal distance is going to show you the view of what you're going to see from your camera. This is not something that we're going to change, or we're not going to make any updates in it, but I'm just going to give you a heads up of what these things stand for so that it makes more sense. Ambient light is basically lighting up your background. So it just a light for your ambience. That's it. Directional light is a light set up from here. It's again lighting up your scene. Then we have a canvas. Now canvas is where we are working on, and canvas is not something that you'll see in every filter. This is specifically for your background filter. So this canvas has a user as well as a background. Okay, and giving you a heads up over here. So if we focus on the assets part, it says replace me. So basically, if you replace this particular image, you can create your own background. So what I'm going to do is we'll download a pride related picture from the internet and put it as a background for our filter. Does that sound good? And does that make sense? Let me know if I rushed a little too soon. If you have any questions or if you're still confused about what I just said, I'll be happy to answer that, or I'll be happy to repeat it once again. Or if it's good, does that make sense for you? Just give me a heads up on the chat. All good, sounds great. So what I'm gonna do is I am once again gonna share my entire window so that you can see what I'm gonna download from the internet. All right, I'll just add this screen to the stream. Okay, so let's go to google.com, and we are gonna. Okay, we were already on it. Can you repeat the replace me part? Of course, I can do that for you. Uh, does this look good? So basically, when we are using templates, what's going to happen is the template is basically setting up everything for you. So in this template, we see a replace me option. Replace me option is the particular image that we're supposed to replace so that we can have our own background. So the template is setting things up for you and making it very easy for you to understand. So it has already added the name replace me. This is the only thing that you're going to replace to create a background for you. Does that make sense? Or did I answer your question? If there's anything more that you need to know about it, I'll be happy to answer that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Google and just search Pride Parade, and let's see if there are any interesting images for it. All right, I think this looks super cool. This is like Delhi Queer Pride Parade 2022 to 23. What if this is our background? That sounds so good. If there's a particular banner, or you could create your own image. I'm just making things easier for me by downloading something from the internet. But when we create our own filters, it's probably recommended to have your own image. Um, we could go on Canva and design an image for ourselves as well. So, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna download this Times of India image, save image as, and no, okay, it's downloading it as a WebP file. I don't want that. Let's say I do this try.gpg. I hope that downloads it as a GPT format. I'll try to open this image. Alright, so we have the image with us. All we're gonna do is we're gonna add this image in the replace me option, and I hope that will help us add a background for ourselves. So I'm gonna go back to my Spark Studio, and there's a plus sign over here. So I'm gonna click on the plus sign. I am going to import something from my computer, and I think I'll have that image in the quick access part, or probably the downloads. I'll have to search for it. Okay, no, it's not over here. Let me switch the date part again. Yep, we see the bright image. Import failed, the texture asset has not been detected. Alright, I'll just download another image. Let me, just go for Pride Parade PNG. Okay, what if this is a background? Let me go to the website and download this image. I think this is the one I want to download. And there should be a download PNG for free. Okay, I have to prove that I'm a human. WKB6. Okay, I have finally proved that I'm a human, and I will, just try to import this image in my Spark Studio. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it and see if that works. Yup, it did work. So I'll just name it Pride Background. You passed this time. Yeah, so I have proved that I'm a human. I hope the computer knows it now, but it will ask me once again. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, since it said that you have to replace this particular image, I'm gonna see where this image is getting used. So I'm just gonna cheat a bit, but just to make you understand how this works. So they have materials. So we have text in Spark, and the materials that we have. I think there's an internet lag. I hope I'm audible to you. Let me just check a bit. And the materials are going to use those image to create a material for your filter. Does that make sense? Let me know if it's okay, if you need to understand it a bit more. But we have a background material, and this background material uses this particular texture, this particular image. And this is the image that I have to replace. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this drop down. I just hope it's clearly visible to you. Let me know if you want me to zoom in a bit. And there is a pride background image that we have. So on the count of three, one, two, three, we have a new filter ready. So this is just a basic background template filter. I'm just not happy with how it looks. So what I'm gonna do is probably let's go to Canva and create our own background. Okay, look who's getting creative now. So I basically want to create uh, an Instagram story kind of design, right? Because that both of them will have the same size of filter or sort. So I'm gonna go to Instagram story and let's see if they have a template. Let's search for pride template if they have. Yeah, they do have a lot of templates. Now I'm getting more excited. This looks very cool. So this is a pride, but these some of them are paid assets, and I don't have my Canva Premium with me. So we're gonna make do of the free assets that we have. Can we replace the template human face with our own face? Yes, you can do that. So I think since my camera is being used by StreamYard, I can't do that. But there is this cam video option. I'm just gonna add the question once again so that other people can see. There is an integrated webcam option. As soon as you click on it, your own face will be visible, and you can check if the filter is working for your face, if for your background. And I think that will make sense in case you want to use another person just to see if the filter is suiting every skin type. If you're making a makeup filter, there are a lot of skin types available, a lot of faces available, a lot of features available, so you can check everything. So since we have a lot of Indian audience, what if we keep someone who's probably an Indian? Anyways, I'm just kidding. I generally use this particular template, so I'm just going to keep it over here. I hope that makes sense for you. Let me know if you have any more questions about it, if your own image is working or if your own video is working. I'd be happy to see that. I'd be happy to see a demo. All right. So back to selecting templates for our Instagram story or our background. I think this one looks so cool. I'll just download this particular template. Thanks for answering. That's totally okay. I'm here to help you out all. So, no, I'm happy to answer any question that you have. I think this background looks pretty cool, and I'll add it for my filter. So we have a PNG, and I'll just download this image. Rainbow hearts. I'm again gonna drag and drop it over here. Now, as you can see, it is again added to your textures. So any image that you add will be added to textures, and if you want to use it as part of your uh, you know filter, you'll have to make a material for it. So I'm also going to show you how to create a material so that it makes more sense for you. I'll just you're not able to apply it. Okay. What part are you not able to apply? I'll just help that out. A bit more in detail. Okay, so let's say I want to create a new material. Even though I'm not going to use another material right now, I can, just go on the plus sign. I can create a new texture, I can create a new material, and I can assign an image to it. Oh, okay. The replacement part, I'm going to do that once again for you. So, uh, basically, what we are doing is we are creating a background filter, right? So in a background filter, you have to probably replace the material which is displayed in your background. So when we go to the assets folder, there is something called as background underscore mat. So by the naming, it means that this is going to be your background material, and by default, it actually had your replace me material. So replace me texture. I think I can zoom it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Let me know if the window looks clear to you all. If you want a little bit of more zoom in, I can see how to zoom in the window. But yep, I think can we have a more zoomed in, increase font size? Okay, I don't want to restart the Spark Studio, so I'm just gonna stay over here. What is the software you're using to replace the background? I actually joined late. So we are creating an Instagram filter using the Meta Spark Studio. I'll share the link for the Meta Spark Studio with you. We are creating an Instagram filter and we will be publishing it today. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just copy the link for the studio once again for you, and you can download it. And for now, you can just see me explore the studio. So this is basically the link to download the studio. I'll share it over here in the chat. Alright. So back to our Metaspark Studio. This is what it looks like. Now this is the background that we are changing since we are using a background template. Now there is a background material over here, and this background material is using a replace me image. So basically we have to replace this image. If you see over here, I'll just click on the background material once again. There is a menu on the right side showing all the features of this particular material, and over here in the texture part it says replace me. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace it with another image. So I am going to click on this drop down. There are several textures and images available, and I just downloaded this rainbow hearts image. So I'm going to click on it, and we have a new background ready for us. So this is a basic background filter for, let's say, your upcoming Pride parade that you have. What I'm gonna do is, got it now. That's amazing. I'm very excited to see your all filters. Someone was excited about climate change. I am wondering what you're gonna build for climate change, and I'm excited to see that. Uh, so let's do one more thing. Uh, Add a 3D object. Let's add a 3D text and say Pride 2023. Alright, so I'm just gonna click on 3D text. If someone missed what I did, I just clicked on the add option in the on the menu over here, went to 3D objects, and then there was a 3D text option, so I clicked on it. Now this is my 3D text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in over here. Okay. So how did I do that? I'll just go back. Let's say I want to zoom in on the 3D text part. So I clicked on 3D text. I went to my main window where the filter is, and I pressed the F key, and it focused the text for me. So what I'm going to do is I am probably going to take it up here a little bit more up here. Yeah, that makes sense. That looks cool. Somewhere over here. And I think I'm going to name it Pride Parade 2023. I am looking for a center alignment option. I can't find that, but I'm just what I can do is I can make it Pride Parade in one line and 2023 in the other. And probably try to make it center line myself. It's still not working, and I wanted it. I'll just do it Pride 2023 in a single line. I'll you know click on the F key once again so that it can zoom in on the pride part. Probably take it a little down over here. align it with my scene, and yeah, I think it looks cool. What do you all think? Is it cool enough? Maybe reducing the font would help. Of course, I think I can do that. I think Pride 2023 looks fine, but we'll see more font options that it has. So it has a lot of fonts if you want to change. Most of them are Facebook fonts, of course. This is a Meta Spark Studio that we're talking about. I think the previous one looked better, and I have forgotten which one it was. uh, I think Pride 2020 looks good for now. So this has a scale. What we can do is we can probably try to reduce the scale. Okay, I did not want to open a patch editor because this is something we will not be working on. So I'm just gonna delete the patch editor for now. So just a heads up, what I just opened right now was a patch editor. Patch editor is something we work on when we make more complex filters. Uh, I hope that makes sense. So let's say when you want to add an animation when you open your mouth, you'd probably want to add a patch which detects that mouth is open, and when your mouth is open you want to do this, otherwise do that. Probably something like if else, or it is kind of like a patch can be considered like a small logic, and what we can do when that logic happens, probably add a count, probably show another image, show another animation. That is what patches are about. And we're not going to focus on the patch editors, it might go very complex. So for now, I think, okay, it's making a very sad face. We don't want that. So it's Pride 2023, and I think this looks good for our first filter. What do you all think? Okay, I'm waiting for someone to say, yeah, you like it, or you're probably working on it. Do you want me to slow down? Do you have any questions? I'm happy to, you know, do any of that. Looks nice, right? So I think since I was explaining it throughout altogether, it took around, let's say, 20-25 minutes. But if you're creating a filter for yourself alone, I think it's going to take just around 10 minutes to create this sort of a filter, and it looks pretty cool. And it was very, very easy to build, right? I just downloaded a template from Canva, added a text on my own, and yeah. Does Meta Studio work for Linux? You can find it for Ubuntu. I think someone just downloaded it for Ubuntu. If anyone can answer that question, I'd be happy, like, if you could help. How can you add location? I think you mean adding the location timestamp for people to detect it. I think this is something we can search about. I haven't added a location myself in any of my filters, but we can, try to explore it right now. Yeah, I can do that. So basically, when you are adding a 3D text, if you see on your scene part, you'll see. I'll just, what we're gonna do is if I click on 3D text 0 over here, you see a right menu which has a lot of things available. So this has a depth. There's a depth. I'm sorry. This has position, scale, rotation. It also has text view. There could be dynamic text. It could be probably like something like an animation, and that could be very cool too. Um, let's say I want to make it just pride. So in the text option, I'll just write pride over here, and that's how you edited this filter or the text. So I'll just go Pride 2023 once again. There is line spacing, letter spacing. Let's say I want to add 5 line spacing. I don't have multiple lines, but if I do add one now, okay. Since I changed the line spacing, it's kind of looking weird, but if I make it 0, it's cool. Okay, so I think we'll go in negative. So I'll go for -10 and try. Okay, that did not work. But I hope that makes sense, right? This is like line spacing 5 option. Let's say I make it line spacing 10, line spacing 100. Ah, that went way too down. Um, okay, I'll just remove the line spacing part. Let's go. Let make it line spacing 0 again. If I want letter spacing, let's make it 1 right now. I think you understand how it works. And also it has material. So if you want to change, the color of the font, this is where you want to go for. So as I said, we'll create another material, right? So I'm gonna go to this material 0. There is a color option over here. Let's say I want to go for green. So when I'm changing this particular material, okay, this is a pretty filter. I think it's again basically white. But if I want to add a bright green as Pride 2023, or if I want to experiment with something pink, because rest of the colors are already in the Pride, uh, this is how it looks like. I hope you understand how materials and colors and textures work and how to edit a 3D text. Quick question, I have downloaded my own Canva image for background. I've uploaded to Spark Studio, but how to add it in the background? Yeah, of course I can do that for you. So in our material drop down, there is something called as background mat. Now background mat will have like a drop down option. Background mat will have a drop down option which will have a replace me feature over here. In that replace me, you might want to add a texture or an image. And let's say I'll go back to replace me, right? So it went back to the basic part. Let's say I want to add the other pride image that we downloaded from the internet. It's right over here. And let's say I want to add the basic, the one which I like. We'll add it over here. Does that make sense for you? Got it. All right. Do we have any questions? Or could we go for like probably a 4-5 minutes break and then build another filter on some other using some other template? I think before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to publish that filter. Does that make sense? Just let me know in the comments so that I can proceed ahead before we take a 5-minute break. Yes. Okay. So let's say you want to test this filter on your device first. What you can do is we'll go to the left corner and there is a test on device option. I hope you can see that. If I click on it, you can send it to your Instagram directly. So whichever account you're logged in with, the associated Instagram account will get a notification to test your filter. You can send it to your Facebook or you can send it to your Messenger or Instagram, whichever you want to do. So this is probably for video calling. This is for sharing it as a story. So, and there's also something called as Mobile Spark AI Player. I think that's for Android devices. I don't have an Android. I used to work with it when I had an Android with me, but since I have an iOS now and I cannot get connected to my laptop, I need a converter for that. So, I actually have my phone kept way behind me, so I can't reach it right now. But if you want to test your filter on how it looks, you can send it over here before you start publishing it. Then, right beneath the test on device, there is a publish option. So I'll click on it and it opens a menu for you. So we are publishing a new effect, of course. We don't have a video recorded for now. If you are testing it on your device, you probably might want to record a video and upload it over here, or we can do that later since it's an since it's optional. I was about to say it's an optional option, but it's kind of like a mouthful thing to say. So since it's optional, I'm not going to post a demo video for now. Your file sizes might affect your filter sometimes. So you just want to check if it meets the requirements. If it says that your file size is too big, you might want to reduce down the assets that you're using, probably the textures and images. Let's say, since I have like around 3 4 images over here, and I'm using only, I have 5 images, 5 textures, and I'm using only 3 of them. I'm not using replace me and pride background. If the size is too big, I might want to delete that. And once you checked everything, you can click on upload. So it's uploading, and then it will open a website for me, which will be my Spark Hub. That is why it's recommended to log into your Facebook account beforehand. So we're gonna wait for it to finish, and it's opened the website, but it's on another window. So I'm just gonna shift it to my other screen, which you all can view. I think you can view it right now. All right. So this is how you publish your filter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give my effect the name Pride 2023. There is an export file with it that you can edit the platforms that you want to go for. We can select our category. So uh, I think this is something which we might want to use for selfies. It is effect that share people what's happening around them, right? Since we are going for a parade style, I want to add that. It's for an event, and it's for a social cause, right? So we added 4 categories with us. You want to add some keywords, and you will have to add a video probably now, or probably an image. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably use video thumbnail, upload image, and I want to upload it as soon as possible. So I think I can't do that before I upload a capture video or a template. I'm still gonna try submit. Yeah, you have to upload a thumbnail or a demo video. So for now, since I'm not recording a demo video, what I'm gonna do is I'll click on specific platforms only, and I probably want to make it like link sharing. I don't know. I know that there's an option for link sharing. I'm just not sure how to edit that right now. Yeah. So when I do that, there's an option for public and link only. I'll make it link only so I won't have to add a video for now, and I'll still be able to publish my filter. And I'm gonna click on publish. So this is when you don't want to post it or upload it, but you want to make it link specific. You want to add like you just want people to view it via the link and not otherwise. That's when you do the link sharing one. But if you want to create a public Instagram filter, I definitely recommend add a demo video and make it the other one. So my filter is published, and I can view the link. If I share this link with you all for Instagram, you'll be able to try out this filter. Do you want me to share that with you? I don't know how it's gonna look, but let's do it. I am adding the link to the filter right now in the chat. So just let me know how it looks like. There might be, the text might not appear the best way possible, but I think the background would be cool. So yay, I'm gonna see people try out my filter, and it's gonna make me a little anxious, but that's okay. Okay. So just in case you're wondering how to make it, how to like publish it in the other way, if I click it over here, if I update it, since I've saved it, since now I can test it on my device, what I can do is record a video for it and then make it public and then add my video over here. So I can publish it publicly as well. So I'll try this filter afterwards. If I think it's good enough, I'll probably publish it publicly. But for now, you're the only ones who are getting this exclusive access to the filter that I've created. I Yeah. So I think that's it for the first filter that we've created. I do want to take a water break, so what we'll do is we'll be back after like 4 5 minutes till the timing you can finish up your first filter, and then we'll create using another template. Does that make sense? So I'm probably gonna add a banner and you know a message that we'll be back in 5 minutes, and then we can create another filter. This time I'll probably show you how to create something like a face filter. Add like basic images to your face. So I will add a banner to we will be back in 5 minutes, and take a water break. Thank you. I'm happy that you like the filter. I will just, okay, and add a little background music. Okay, so let me just, remove this banner and so that you can see me again. Hi. Okay. I'm also gonna add the screen to my stream. Did you all try the filter? What are your views on it? I can see it's a nice filter. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just tried the filter on my phone myself and I am happy about it. Um, Hello. So, for people who are joining just right now, or just giving me a welcome back, thank you so much. Um, okay, so we have created one Instagram filter which is promoting one of our social good campaigns called the Pride Parade, and this is what the filter looks like. We've also published and added a link sharing to it, so you all were able to try it. The filter looks cool. Thank you so much. I hope you understood how to build it and are excited to build your own filter. So, one of the most common filters that people have is adding something to your face, probably makeup, probably 2D images, and that's something I want you all to try. Is there any way if I can zoom in? Yeah, I was thinking to do that. I don't know how to. Oh, yeah, there is a zoom option. Okay, no, this is just zooming in this part of it. It's not zooming in the window. Nope. I wish I could, zoom it a bit more for a better view. Every time I take a session on Spark AR or Meta Spark Studio, this is one thing that I really, really want them to add. You know, you just add a bit more of zoom so that when I demo it to people, it's clearly visible. But I don't think I can do that for now, so we'll have to, go with it. I think we have to restart the studio. So what I'm gonna do is, since we have to anyway make a new filter now, so I am going to restart the studio and see if we can zoom in. So I will just increase font size increased when she was restarted. I did that, but it's still not zooming in. So I mean that's all right. You'll get done with practice, and it'll be more comfortable to you once you've built a bit more filters, I think. That's totally okay if you feel it's a little bland. I think you'll know what are the other things that you want to focus on. You might want to add it later on, and that will be okay. I'm definitely gonna try your filter after the stream. I can't open it right now, but I will definitely try it and probably reach out to you. I see people are sharing their effects. I'm so happy that you're doing that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'll just take a minute with my phone on silent so that I don't hear a beautiful echo right now, and try out your filter right now on my phone. I hope that's okay that I'm pulling out my phone right now within the stream. I just want to see your filters. Okay, so I think since it's a Twitch stream, I may want to open Twitch right now on my phone. I was trying it via YouTube, and that's obviously not gonna work. I'll see if I have my Twitch logged in on my phone so that I can try a filter out. What about the rest of you? How did you feel creating this filter? Or was it up to your expectations on how to create a filter for social good? I hope I was able to do justice to the explanation. Yeah, I just hope I don't have to hear my own voice once again. I'll go to the chat for it. I think I can't view the filters right now. So I'll probably, do that after the stream, but I'll definitely copy your filter links with me so that I can, access them later on. And thank you so much for sharing that. It's too easy and you explained it in a very easy and fun way. Thank you so much. I hope everyone felt that way. So, what we're going to do is we're going to create another filter. So, I will go to probably the main menu so that it's more clear. We'll go to create new, and I want you all to, see a face filter. So there's this face mask. Do we want to try that? I think this is going to be fun. What I'll do is I'll just, open this template and see if this is what I'm aiming for. I know how to create that filter from scratch, but I don't know if it's available in the template, the one that I'm aiming for. If not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create it from scratch. So we have multiple face trackers. Okay, it's available for 3 face trackers. And then they've added a face mesh and an image on it. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking about. So you see that they have a camera texture. Uh, Face mesh mask. This is the replace me part, right? So they have this particular mask that they want us to replace. Is it clearly visible to you, the preview one? So this is what we want to replace this time. And I'm going to show you how to do that perfectly. I'm also going to show you how people mess it up and what's the better way to do it. So what we're going to do is I'll probably add the rainbow heart image once again and try to display it on my face, or on the user's face, because obviously I can't open my camera right now on Spark Studio since it's being used by to streaming. I'm going to make it Pride Mask this time. Mask. Okay, so since this is the replace me part, we're gonna replace it. We'll go to the materials, and yes, there's just one face paint material, and we want to replace the image for it. Oh, there's no image. I don't understand how did they do that then. What if I add replace me over here? Yeah, it's visible. What if I add my pride mask? Nope, they are probably doing it some other way. So we will, discover where to change our face mask. So I think I'll go to my first face tracker. It has the material face paint matte. I'll go to another mesh. It again has the same material available. And in the third one, it has the same material available once again. But my question is, where are they using this particular image? So this is a texture that they have. The file is texture face placeholder 1.png, and they have a single texture, and this is the image that they have. But how are they going to show it on our face? That's the major question. Okay, so it says replace me. Right click replace me and select replace from the drop down menu and then select it. So I was, trying to explore it from the other ends, but it simply has a prompt over here that we have to right click the replace me and select replace from drop down menu, then select your asset to add it as a new face mask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. Is there a replace option? Yes, there is. And then we just have to select that image. So this is the image, right? I'll just open it and you have the face mask. I was trying to make it very complicated for sure. But this is how the pride hearts look like, and I'm not a big fan of it. What do you all think? Um, I think it looks a little bland this time. I'll just zoom in and show the face. It could be definitely better. So let's see if there's anything we can do. Let's make it a sprite sheet. Nope, that did not help. That made it more complicated. What do we have over here? So I think this is not something that I personally like. So I'm gonna create something of my own now. Let's do one thing. What if we delete this replace me and just delete it from here? Okay, it definitely gave me some errors. So there's something that they've set up which I definitely messed up with, but that's okay. Okay, so basically they're using something called as patch editors, which I was talking about previously before the break, and this is not something which we're gonna go in detail for. So what I'm gonna do is, I think we can add some transparent effect and to make it better. Yes, we can do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna discard this particular filter and I'm gonna create new of my own. So we'll do a blank project and I'll show you how to build it from scratch. Because probably I personally don't like the template and I'm gonna make something as creative as the previous background one. So I'm gonna, go to full screen once again and I think what I'll do is I'll just, uh, add a face over here. So we will go to add once again, go to 3D objects, and there's an option to add a face mesh. So this is something which will add a mesh to your face, and the mesh is something we want to edit. So I'm gonna click on face mesh, and we have a face mesh ready for us. All we have to do is add a material, add an image to this face mesh, and we are good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to import this rainbow heart image to our filter once again, and I'm gonna make it pride mask. Now we need to add a material in order to display it on a face. So I'm gonna go to plus, I'm going to add a material and make it pride, sorry, let's say face underscore matte. I think this is the naming that they were using, the particular feature, and then underscore matte. So this is the face material, and what I'm going to do is I am going to add the pride mask to it, and then we have the material ready with us. All we have to do is show it on a face. So I'm going to go to the face mesh, and there is a material option over here. So I'm just going to click on plus and add the face material, and this is how the face looks like. So now it's a little metallic. So what we're gonna do is we will edit certain settings of the face material. So I'm gonna okay. Let me know if I did it way too fast. I'll repeat it once again. I think I was so much in the zone of working I forgot that people are beginners here and I need to stop for them. I'm so sorry I did that. Let me know if you understood it. Let me know if you want me to repeat it. I'll happily, go back once again and tell you what I did. Please repeat for sure. So I'll just, delete the material and make it easier for you. So when we added a face mesh, what it did was it added a mesh for you. It added a layer over your face, and currently it appears black and white because this is something where no material has been added. What we want to do is when we are creating a face mask for the entire face, we want to add a material which has the image added to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the plus sign in my assets and add a material. How is the facial tracking done? So they have this assets ready for you. That's how Spark Studio helps. When you click on add and you add a 3D object, it directly adds a tracker for you and a face mesh. So it makes the work easier for you. But if you want to go in detail of how it's done, there are certain AI libraries inside which try to probably, okay, I'll give a very very simple example of it. So there's something a a particular thing called as ray casting in AR. This feature is something like, let's say this is my camera. Okay, I have my phone here. So this is my camera, and this is a rubber band that I want to detect, or let's say my face that I want to detect. So from the camera, it's gonna, throw a ray, and if there's a detectable face, uh, that's something which the library does. So if it's something like a face that that I'm trying to detect, if it does that, what it will do is a return message is sent over here, and it says, hey, I've detected a face. This is how it looks like. This is it. These are their dimensions, and I want to display something on it. I hope that makes sense. I try to explain it in the easiest way possible. So it's probably a kind of a layman language, but there's something called as ray casting within the AR concepts, and that is how tracking of anything is done. It could be a plane tracking, it could be a face tracking. Is it possible to add mesh only to certain parts of face? Yes, there is. So I'll just give you a brief of how to do that as well. So for now, we are going to create a mesh for the entire face, and then I'll tell you how to add mesh on particular parts of your face. So we have a face tracker, we have a face mesh, we have our pride mask, the image that I uploaded, and then we just added a material. Now what I want to do is I want to rename the material to naming format that they had. So when we were going in the background part, what it had was background underscore matte. So what I'm going to do is face underscore mat, just to make a cohesive naming format that they were doing in their template, so that when someone else is trying to edit my filter, they understand what I'm doing. So in the face underscore mat, what I'm going to do is there is an option to choose a file, choose a texture. So I'm going to click on this drop down, select my pride mask. Okay, so now we have our material ready. There is a material which has pride mask attached to it. All I have to do is show it on the face that I've detected. So I'll go to my face mesh. Okay, the face mesh has an option to select a material. So I'm gonna click on the plus sign, select my face underscore material, and the material is available on your face now. But it looks very metallic for now. So your face materials have a lot of options available for you to edit. So currently the type it has is standard. There is also something called as face paint. So since we are displaying it on a face, let's click the face paint option, and it looks much better now. So it is probably painting the exact face features that we wanted, and it's showing your eyebrows finally. Initially it wasn't, it was looking a little weird. Now this looks like someone has actually painted your face and you're promoting the pride parade. uh, does that make sense to you all? If it does, I'll show you how to edit very very specific features of your face as well. Yeah, your lips also get masked. So I don't know if they have like a specific option to remove the mask from your lips, but at least they're showing the eyebrows clearly now. They weren't showing that before when it was a metallic material, and that looked a little weird for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'll slowly move ahead, and till the time being, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. Now it's better. Yep, it is. It looks much better for now. So what I'm gonna do is, can we build an Android app using this? Okay, no, you can't do that. Spark Studio creates filters for your Facebook and Instagram. In case you want to build an app which has AR features, I think Unity Engine is something you could go for. I did do a stream for Unity Gaming Engine in the last Global Hack Week, but that wasn't specific to an AR application. You can reach out to me later on. I'll be happy to help you with the resources for it. Can you export it? You can export it only for your Facebook and Instagram. So if if you've missed anything, you can go back to the stream once again. We did discuss on how to publish this filter as an Instagram filter and share the images. Okay, I'll just show the question that I'm answering. So yes, you can export it, and I'll be happy to help you out with it once again. We'll see if we have that much of time and to show the publishing once again. But if we don't, what you can do is you can probably, go back to the stream once again and you will see how to export the filter. Okay, so in order to paint certain specific parts of your face, what I'm going to do is there is something called as face reference assets for Spark. Yep, Spark AR face reference assets. And if I go to the link, I think I can download my face reference assets from here. So I'll just share this link directly with you so that you don't have to search it. Yes, you can watch the recording session. You might be able to play it again on YouTube. I'm not sure about the Twitch part. I'm not very familiar with it. But you can see the recording once again and see how I created the filter initially. This is the second filter that we're building today. Okay, so we downloaded the face reference assets. We have a zip folder over here, and I will, just show this window on the screen that I'm sharing. I will extract these assets right here. Again, moving it to the screen. It's probably showing on my primary screen, so I have to move things again and again. So we have the face reference folder. It has face assets. It's available on YouTube and on Twitch for 7 days. Thank you for answering that. Okay, we have someone who shared their Facebook filter for us, and I'll be happy to see that after this stream. Thank you for sharing it. Okay, so they have certain meshes, and they also have certain textures. What we are going to do is we're going to see the textures part. Now, is anyone familiar with how to use Photoshop? This is something we can do on Photoshop, but I'll show you another resource which is freely available. So I'm going to go to a website called photopea.com. It works just like Photoshop, but it's for free and on a website. So, yep. You can also install it now, but I just like to work on the website itself so that I don't have to download anything for myself. So I just share the link for you. I will go to a new project, or what? I'll just click cross. I'll show you another way to do that. You've used Adobe Lightroom. That sounds cool. I am, however, not familiar with the Adobe tools that much. I do know how to work with Photoshop, but again, since it's a paid software, I don't want people to pay for it. So this is the face mesh tracker. What you're gonna do is drag, drop it to Photopea, and it will open a new project for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a I'm just gonna tell you how I'm gonna work on it. So if you zoom in, you can see every feature of your face is marked with these red points. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll probably add stickers or things on our face image, and in such a way that it is visible only on those parts, and make the rest of the background transparent. So this is how you add face mesh on specific parts of your face. Why are we using this face reference asset is because we want to make it perfect. So let's say I just downloaded a mask and I'm uploading it. It may not show on the right features of my face, so I want to adjust the size a bit before I export it to the face part. So what I'm going to do is I'll again go to or what I'll do is I will search for rainbow freckles, rainbow heart freckles, PNG. I am going like very specific about things, but yes, this one looks cool. We did not get the freckles exactly, but I think this image should be good to go for an example for now. So I'll just click on this image. I think have to prove that I'm a human. So people who were attending this stream from the very beginning know that I have given a proof that I'm a human to my laptop, and I think I have to do that once again. But that's okay. See, I think I have to prove again that I'm a human, but I do that. HL5 and what's the date sign? I'm just gonna remove the face mesh tracker for now. Okay, I will go to photo P once again, and I will try to drag and drop this PNG over here. Right, so I just wanna, reduce the size for sure. This is way too big for someone's face. So we might want to show it on somewhere around here on one's face. Does that look good? It should be okay. Somewhere around your cheeks, right over here. And I'm just gonna copy it and paste it once again and drag and drop it over here. I think it's aligned a little not that great, but I think it works for now. If you're a perfectionist, you may want to make more changes later on. Now, the major part of it is you have to remove the background so that people can't see it. So I will, click on this. It hides my background and we'll download it as a PNG image. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to export it as a PNG and I'm going to save this image. Okay. And now I'm going to drag this image to my Spark filter. I will go to my face material and instead of the pride mask, we select this face mesh tracker and you have a face mesh on a very specific part of your face now. If you want to add more features, if you want to make it more complicated, you are welcome to do that. If you want to add lipstick, you probably want to color those parts very specifically. But I just gave you an example of how to do that. So I think people are using 3D texting, and there's an option to add a dynamic text. Do you need to give credit to the publisher? I don't know how. Like, what are you exactly talking about? If you are talking about the images that you're using, I think you should give the credit to the images or the ones where you picked it from. But if you're creating everything from scratch, I think the entire credit is yours. Um, let's add the 3D texting that everyone is talking about in the chat. So we'll go to 3D image, 3D objects. I'll add the 3D text, and there's a dynamic text option. Yep, here it is. So I want to show probably the time, and definitely not the initial text. So it's 102 at my area right now, and it's probably added over here. Yep, the photo that I just used. Yes, I think you should give credit to the publisher for that. If you're using your own assets, then that's okay. But if you're using someone else's assets, it's definitely recommended to, share the credit with them. So it's dynamically changing the timing over here, and you could even, add your current city. So I don't want to show my current city. I think you all know where I'm from, but still, I don't want to show my current city right here. So I think the time is good for now. uh, if you want to add anything else, temperature value, temperature unit, let's say your filter is telling, hey, it's this much degrees outside, and you have like a chilly weather scenario ready for you. That could be cool. And there are dates, day of the week. Let's say I remove my time part and just, click on the day of the week. So it's Tuesday over here today. And if I might wanna shift the text a bit, I'll just focus on the text. shift it over here so it says Tuesday. I think that works. And this is the second filter that we created. Does it look good? It's not the complete filter for sure, but I think we covered like two or three concepts. We added dynamic text, we made a background filter, we used a template, we built a filter from scratch, and that's more than enough for I think a 2 hour stream. I think you learned a lot today and you'll be creating certain exciting filters, and I'm so excited to see that. If you are someone who want to create a game filter, there are game templates ready and you just have to make certain changes in it, so you can do that as well. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to wait for you, answer them, and if you don't, we may want to end the stream right now. I'll just have some water till the time being people are asking questions, or sharing more about what they felt with creating filters. And I'm very, very excited to see what you are working on. I'll definitely go to all these filters that people share on the chat box later on. All right, I don't think we have any questions. So probably I was very good at explaining, so you all understood how to build filters of your own. And let me know what are filters are you working on. What is the probably the domain that you're working on, or the social good thing that you're working on. I'll be happy to see that. Thank you so much. I am glad you learned a lot today. I think you can submit only one for now. A holy filter to show the colors on the cheeks. That's amazing. That sounds great. Uh, I think you should share it on Instagram, and we'll share. We all will click a picture and share Happy Holi tonight or tomorrow. That could be fun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you had a great time and you learned a lot. Um, I will be back again with a fun stream later on today itself. So I'm excited to play a fun game with you all. It might, I don't want to give any spoilers, but yeah, you'll see me for one more hour today later on. Thank you so much. Definitely share the filters with me. If you want, you can send the link to me on my Twitter. I'll be happy to share them for you. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what you all built. At Deekshita Verma is my Twitter username as well. If you want to check it out or share something with me over there. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that you learned something new. Okay, so I'm just gonna play an ending sound and end the stream in like 2 minutes. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you learned something new, and yeah, see you soon.